What's up guys, it's Maxwell back with another war recap video, and this is a random matchup against Mariana Trench. So as you can see, we came away with the victory 114 to 111, but I gotta mention it right away, this was not an even war. We had 4 Town Hall 10s advantage, so yeah, quite an unfortunate matchup, but of course midweek and random war, so we just decided to go with it this time. Let's head into the first Tunnel 9 attack, and while we do that, I'm gonna talk about the war a little bit more. So the breakdown on our side was 4 Town Hall 11s, 17 Town Hall 10s, and 19 Town Hall 9s, while Mariana Trench had 4 Town Hall 11s, 13 Town Hall 10s, and 23 Town Hall 9s. Obviously, our bottom 4 Town Hall 10s, I think, were pretty low weight, so that sort of made up for it. I think they had one really low weighted Town Hall 10, but other than that, a little bit stronger Town Hall 10s than we did. But yeah, definitely a disadvantage, and nothing we really could have done about that to make it more even, because even if we had put our Inferno Towers outside or something, it still would have been pretty unfair because of the offensive advantage, obviously. So yeah, we just decided to go with it this time. Also, in case you guys are not, in case you guys don't know this, we are meeting Mariana Trench in the first the first week of the CWL Season 2 or CWL Invite, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, since we are matching them so soon, and we are of course going to be on a level playing field that time, we didn't really feel the need to, yeah, sort of deal with that this time. So yeah, we just decided to go with that. Also, we didn't use our freshest and best bases, but I don't think they did either. So yeah, it's always a little bit of a tough situation whenever you are facing off again in the future. You already know that, and it's so close. So yeah, so both teams sort of, I guess, hiding a bit of what they are going to do or something. But yeah, meanwhile we have Heisenberg coming in right here, aka Oscar. You will have noticed that he already took care of a Lava Hound in his Queen Walk, so got that out of the way early. Laloon is now in. The level 4 Lava Hound is popped already, which is of course not ideal, but he still has a bunch of balloons left, and he's gonna take care of the backside of this. The queen is still alive, she's inside the core, and yeah, the balloons are sort of converging. So even though he didn't kill the queen in this case, she's actually gonna get killed right next to the air sweeper. This sort of ended up being an overkill, so yeah, nice attack right here. A lot of lava pups left. That's gonna be our first triple of this war. By the way, guys, in case you are wondering, we are going to watch 4 Town Hall 9 attacks, and then the rest is going to be Town Hall 10 and 11 attacks. So up next is gonna be number 29. Where, would you know it, we have Heisenberg again. So this attack was even better, and obviously it wrapped up his 6-pack. So shout out to my man Heisenberg. He's really working on his Town Hall 9 hit rate. He's also a Town Hall 10 hit clan, and very solid at that. But his Town Hall 9 attacks are getting better and better again. So I thought I'd feature both this recap. So there you go. Yeah, Queen doing her thing. She's gonna have a nice funnel created with only one wizard, so a very cheap funnel over here for a Queen Walk, which is definitely a nice thing. There goes a Rage Spell, just to enrage her against enemy Queen and that cannon. Man, those defending Queens, they put out so much damage. There was one Hawk Rider to lure out the Clan Castle. The Arch Tower has of course been tanked by the Queen, so that's why one Hawk's gonna be enough. We have the good old Baby Valkyrie and Witch combo over here. Witch gonna step into the poison spell nice and early. I'm always worried about that, as you guys know, but in this case, the witch was in the poison spell so early that, yeah, it was no problem at all, and the queen is going to continue her path towards 9 o'clock over here. And then in just a little bit, we are gonna have the king. There we go. King coming in with the wizards, aka the Kiwi Walk. Queen is gonna take out that air defense before she takes out enemy king. No point defense is locked on, but still the king putting out so much damage again. These enemy heroes right here, those are some beastie heroes, guys. They are really defending this base well. So yeah, there goes queen. She's going to take out archer tower, that air defense over there, and then Laloon is going to move in behind the queen over here. So Laloon is eventually going to join up with the queen. Pretty nice if you are able to do that. There goes the mortar, and then the other balloons are going to reroute into that archer tower. Actually, it would have been better if the bottom group of balloons would have went to the air defense right away, but yeah, that ended up not working out in this case. Now the balloons are splitting, which is of course what he wants. Queen, meanwhile, has used her ability. The escalators are out, but they are gonna fly right into the lava hounds, which and the lava pups is what I meant to say, which is of course nice. And there we go. That's the next triple for Heisenberg over here. 2 loons still in the back, and that's gonna be that. On number 29, Graveland getting taken out right here by our 6-pack boy Heisenberg. Alright, so that's gonna wrap it up for this one. Decided not to place 1 loon and keep that for the next farming attack. And with that, we are moving on to number 22, where we have Bene coming in. Actually, haven't watched a Town Hall 9 attack by Bene in a while. That's because he's been scouting a lot, because he's obviously also one of our Town 10 hitters. So that's for that reason he's been scouting for himself a little bit, as a lot of Town Hall 9s do that also have a Town Hall 10. So obviously Bene, also very good Town Hall 9 attacker. So I think, yeah, I actually know he got the 6-pack as well this war on Town Hall 9. So very nicely done. Coming in right here, getting the Town Hall right away. He's going to suicide both heroes into the Lava Hound. This was a cleanup attack, so he knew about the Lava Hound, but decided to go in this fashion right here anyways. So the queen onto the Lava Hound is eventually going to die to the archer tower. Lava Hound severely damaged at this point, but it's going to stay alive. He's got 1 wizard in the back still, so we're gonna have to see. He's probably not gonna place that. And then very, very heavy with the Laloon. Obviously, Suicide Heroes is going to give you a very strong Laloon portion, and that's how it was in this case as well. Big cluster of balloons, but no splash damage left in the base, so he's good to go with that big group of balloons. Now they are splitting up again a little bit, which is definitely a nice thing as well. Who has placed the wizard at this point, so he's either saying screw the Lava Hound, or he forgot about that, but it's gonna work out anyways, as you guys can see. So that's gonna wrap it up for number 22. Quick death right here by Bene, taking down Tony of Mariana Trench, so nicely done over there as well. So actually the Lava Hound killed the wizard quick enough, which is good, and that's gonna be that. And we are gonna move on to one more Town Hall 9 attack that is going to come on number 17, where we have, actually no, that's already, oh no, we're gonna check out number 18 first. Sorry guys, number 18, and then we are on to the first 10v10. So yeah, number 18, and we have Ninja Panda aka Haris coming in right here. With the Queen Charge Baby Drag, 10 Baby Dragons in this attack, 4 Quakes to quake this section open over here actually. So in case you guys want to watch out how to funnel your queen towards that section of the base where 3 air defenses and the queen are located, Haris is going to show you how. So take a close look. There goes 1 giant tanking for the wall breakers, of course. There we go. I was sort of wondering what the giant was for. By the way, this attack was very early in war, so whenever we looked through the bases right after war started, Haris just said, well, I like this base, I'm gonna hit it, and he took it out. So very nicely done. Queen now has been broken into this compartment, then the King Bowler Walk are going to be able to create the other half of the funnel. It's actually nice that it's Lava in this case, because otherwise the King and Bowlers probably would have died a lot quicker. But the Lava Hound onto the King is of course the perfect scenario. That's going to give Queen the free shot in the core to take out the second and third air defense very early. Meanwhile, he lost a couple of healers. I'm not sure if he had 5. I hope so. I think so, but I'm not sure. Now coming in with the Baby Dragons. Sorry. Sort of tough to find good targets for his Baby Dragons to sprinkle in at this point in time. But he still has a couple of loons as well, so he's going to make use of those. Take out that Wizard Tower that is being tanked for over there. And then he's just going to have to see. So there goes the last air defense, which of course makes it possible to place more Baby Dragons at the bottom now. So he's going to do that pretty soon, I think. The Lava Hound is going to go to the Queen now, which, it was certainty that that would happen at some point in the raid, so Queen luckily has a rage spell left for herself. Another Black Bomb took out the baby dragon on the cannon, which was a bit unfortunate. It actually, at some points in this attack, looked sort of tough, but he was able to do it in the end. Baby dragon tanking the expo is a good thing as well. The loon is gonna go down, the baby dragon is gonna rage, and that's gonna be the end for the expo. And after that, Queen taking out enemy king and everything converging on 3 o'clock. He actually had 2 baby dragons left in the back that he did not even place. No, actually he swagged them for the baby dragon celebration over there. So we've got the victory lap for the Hawks, we got the balloon parade for the balloons, and for the baby dragon I don't think we have a good name for that yet, so somebody should reach out to Snip and find a name for that. And other than that, it's gonna be the baby dragon celebration, I guess. So as I already said, we are moving on to Channel 10 attacks, and we have Aqui coming in with the Bowler Witch attack that is seeing quite some use at Channel 10 now, actually. Depending on base layout or strength of the base, you can sometimes triple Channel 10s with that. In this case, he was able to take out a couple of outside mortars early, which is always a nice thing because, navigating splash damage is very important, obviously, with this type of attack strategy. We've actually been practicing that quite a bit in friendly challenges, I gotta say. Actually, am I allowed to say this? Well, I guess I am. This attack isn't new anymore, so people are going to defend against it anyways when they are facing us. So yeah, we always thought of this attack strategy as a not so cool attack strategy to use at Channel 10, but the fact that we got our Channel 10 bases taking out with that over and over again just made some of our guys practice it, and we now have a couple of Channel 10 Bewitch hitters as well. And Mario, aka Aqui, certainly one of them. So I think we've had him in the last 2 out of 3 last wars, probably with the 10 versus 10 triple now. So this time doing it with the Bewitch attack on the lowest base of Mariana Trench. So this was, as I already said, the low Channel 10 over here. Troops sort of petering out, 1 Inferno Tower still left alive, and the Queen is going through a wall that was not ideal, but luckily he had enough troops left. We are gonna speed through the rest because you guys all know how the Bewitch attack works. The Queen surviving long in this case was definitely a good thing, because otherwise his witches would have been killed by that level 1 Inferno Tower over there. Couple of loons still in the back as well. The Queen took out the Inferno Tower, so that was our first 10v10. We are moving right on up to number 16. I love Brad Pitt on defense and Tamo coming in for the triple. 28 balloons, so a massive amount of balloons. That's actually 3 loons left, 3 loons less than I used in both of my attacks this war. So, still, of course, the Channel 10 gonna need a couple more troops, most likely for funneling or performing a little bit of a kill squad with the heroes. At Town 11, we just tend to go with obviously also the Suicide Heroes, and then just a couple of Hawks or whatever you need to take out that second air defense. So very nice split on the Lava Hound and Balloon over here. The Queen grabbing 2 air defenses already, and then 1 Inferno Tower, and then he goes in with Laloon straight into the first sweeper, but towards the back of the second sweeper, so he's only gonna have to worry about 1 of those, and not a lot of damage coming in except the point defense that was obviously hurting his Lava Hounds. He doesn't have a lot of damage early in this attack, so that's a good thing. He has only 1 skeleton spell, no, 2 skeleton spells, excuse me. 2 skeleton spells, it's all good, guys. 2 skeleton spells for the Queen, and a bunch of lava pups converging over there as well. Loons are sweeping their way through. We still have 3 wizard towers left, but we also have a heal spell left. And obviously no sweeper, so those loons are not going to be pushed back. There goes the heal spell. really a lot of damage over here in this corner of the base, so sort of a nail biter all the way towards the end, but so many balloons left that it was able to work out skelly traps and a couple of red bombs in there as well, but not able to hold off Tamo, getting it done on number 16. Very nicely done for our second 10 versus 10 triple this war. So yeah, there we go, taking out those elixir storages, and then the army camp / dark elixir drill are going to fall. There was actually a huge amount of defensive lava pups approaching, so good that he got that attack wrapped up nice and early. And then we have one more 10 versus 10 to check out. That was on number 13 by, once again, Niklas 60 coming in right here with the Goboho, actually. Would you know it? So I don't think, no, we definitely haven't had a 10 versus 10 with Goboho in quite a while. So definitely something fresh new. I know that we had, once again, a couple of attempts in this base. I think at least 3, maybe even 4, until this attack was successful. So very nice entry and a very nice funnel over here. And then a huge amount of bowlers coming in. Actually, we had a couple of kill squads previous to this attack that took out a lot more of the base, you're going to see in a moment, than this kill squad did. But still, this one worked out. So gonna be, yeah, dropping the Hawks. I think that was towards 8 o'clock, but we're gonna have to see. Second Inferno Tower still standing, but the Golem is obviously going to go onto that now, as well as the King. Taking out enemy Queen. The Hawks are in at this point in time. They are taking out Teslas, cannons, all that good stuff. No, this was the attack that I had in mind was one that failed. This was an attack where the kill squad really destroyed the base. So we had a previous kill squad fail a little bit and not get as much done, but the Queen in this case able to go all the way through the base. A couple of bowlers still taking out that wizard tower over at the top, which is of course super valuable. We have about 5 or 6 Hawks still left. They're going to take out Mortar. Queen is going to tank the Wizard Tower for a little bit. We're going to have one more bomb go off as well. I think, no, the Wizard Tower damaged those Hawks so badly. But enough troops left to clean it up. So nice job to Niklas, executing under pressure, getting this one out of the way for us. For the 10 versus 10, nice plan, and then finally it worked out. So very, very good over here. Dark Elixir storage going down. That's going to be the third and last 10 versus 10 that we were able to get this war. Let's head back to the map. And we are going to check out one more attack, and that was on number 2. So a 10 versus 11 right here by Acqui, aka Mario. So a couple of guys with double coverage this war. We had Heisenberg with the with the 9 versus 9 6-pack, and then we had Mario Acqui over here with the 10 versus 10, and then also a very nice 10 versus 11. So those guys with the double coverage, yeah, very, very good. Starting things off slow with a couple of archers, and then there we go, a couple of archers and a minion for some free percentage, obviously. Couple of golems and couple of bowlers in. The initial part of the funnel is easy, but after that it's gonna be a bit tough. But it's got a lot of bowlers on the sides who are gonna be able to take out those elixir storages, those air defenses, and then they are hopefully going to move in. Yes, there we go. So everything going in with this attack not with this attack strategy necessarily, but with this attack. There goes a double free spell on both Inferno Towers, allowing everything into the core and to put out a lot of damage without taking any damage, which is of course always a nice thing. A lot of bombs in the core, as you would expect, so taking out quite a few of his bowlers over there. But take a look, guys, he still has 4 baby dragons left in the back. He has full health Queen with her ability. So this was a 2-star early on. The baby dragon got a red bomb into the face right away over there. The archers are meanwhile still doing work around the backside. We still have the eagle artillery alive, so he's going to place his baby dragons nice and quickly. But he's actually going to be able to grab a lot more percentage on this one. So this was an attack with, I think, 71% in the end. So that was definitely very good. Lucky that the eagle artillery was able to go down. So this baby dragon over here is actually going to put out some massive work. But we all know the baby dragon dynamics. So we're going to speed through it. So 71% on number 1. The real Carl getting taken down by Acqui right here for 71. So I would assume we are not going to see that base back in an arranged war in the near future as any either. So yeah, with that we are already at the war results, guys. As I said, 114 to 111 damage percentage also in our favor, but yeah, that is of course to be expected with 4 more Town Hall 10s on our side, which they were obviously not 3-starring or yeah. Anyway, so as for dips, 11 versus 10, both sides went actually perfect, 8 out of 8 for this war, so shout out to all the Town Hall 11s in this war, very nicely done. 10 versus 10 triples, we had 3, they actually had 4, so good job to Mariana Trench on getting 4 10 versus 10s. I also have to mention, by the way, if you didn't see this yet, they only used 78 out of 80 attacks. There was a problem with one of their members who was, I just think, inactive or whatever, or he got kicked out of the clan during war. That's what I was told, at least by cowards. So yeah, they had even had 2 less Town Hall 10 attacks than they would have had. So they had 4 10 versus 10 triples, obviously taking advantage of a couple of lower bases on our side, but still very nice performance. We had 3 10 versus 10 triples. For 10 versus 11 hits, both sides took 5 hits to take out the 4 enemy Town Hall 11s, so clearly Mariana Trench maybe also not running their best bases. As for scouts, we had a couple, but obviously it's going to be tough. We had less Town Hall 9 hits and we had 4 more Town Hall 9s to take out, so we didn't have so many scouts. Nice performance to our 9s once again, so we still had a couple of scouts, and they obviously had a couple of more scouts because, yeah, they had 4 more 9s and 4 less to clear. So once again, shout out to Mariana Trench, always a pleasure warring you guys. Very nice performance by you. You definitely made it look close. Obviously, pretty much a foregone conclusion with 4 less Town Hall 10. So that was unfortunate, but obviously nothing we can do about it. We are looking forward to matching you guys in week 1 of the CWL invite, as I already said, on an even playing field. That should definitely be a pretty good war. And yeah, until that time, I will see you all later. Peace out.